This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Well, I mean, Mason Hand, I think you got to start with him, and then Ben Highfill. And that was pretty much, to me, the biggest difference tonight. I thought Mason really did a good job attacking with his fastball, especially early on, and had a good, clean first inning, and a great second inning, and just gave himself a chance to really settle in. So, Behi, I don't know. I can't say enough good things about that kid. He's one of my favorites, and to see him having some success like this, he's been patient and earned opportunities, and probably hadn't played as much as he wanted to his first 3 years, but I couldn't be happier for him, and it's just fun to sit back and watch him play.
Defensively, got some real good stops tonight. McDyer filling in, stepping up. Gray throwing out the runner.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about your defense tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Trey McDyer's, he's so valuable. He can play first, he can play second, he can play third, he can play left, he can play right. I mean, having players like that, he wants to swing the bat better. They all do, but he gives you a good at bat, and he gets on base, and for him to be able to fill in for us like that with Wagner on the shelf, nursing that foot, it really gives us a chance to, not really lose a whole lot. So I thought he was great tonight defensively, and Gray's throw, he's worked his tail off out there, and eventually we're going to have to get him back there behind the plate. But, just kind of where we are right now, for him to be able to make a big play for us, and, what ended up being a close game, that comes back and you look at it, and it's a different deal, there in the ninth inning. If we end up, with the tying run at first base, anything can happen.
Landon came in and seemed to close the door down. Have to be happy with his outing.
Yeah, I mean, he's throwing a lot more strikes, and he's attacking with his fastball. It's a high spin fastball, and you see that tonight. I mean, he's able to challenge, and a lot of foul balls, some swings and misses, and then he's commanding his slider like we need him to. So he's continuing to take steps forward, and that's what you want. It's early in the year, but all these games matter, and for him to be able to be in some big pressure situations that maybe he wasn't early in the year last year is a good sign for our program.
Sure. You guys had 4 runs and only 1 extra base hit. So how did you like the way you guys grounded out at bats without necessarily having all the power?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, those 2 balls that were hit there in the 8th. I mean, if you're playing anywhere else, Gulakowski's got a home run, and so does Highfill. Hopefully those balls will go out when the weather starts warming up. But I'm used to that in our ballpark. It's not a big power ballpark. You're not going to get a ton of extra base hits here. It's just part of the way the park plays. But you have to be able to do that. You got to pitch and defend, and you got to be able to grind out some at bats and get some clutch hitting. I mean, 2-out hitting like that, 2-out RBIs win games, and that's what Ben Highfill did tonight.
You guys really jumped on Glaves early, especially Ben. What about that matchup had you seen or that you really liked?
Well, Ben Highfield's he's about a career 360 hitter against left-handed pitching. So anytime we can get him in there, and he was in the cleanup spot tonight against a left-handed pitcher, just kind of the way our lineup looked. We felt like that was the place for him. I thought he swung the bat well down at Clemson against their lefties, hit a 2-run homer to dead center. Should have had another one here tonight, but he's always seen the ball well against lefties, and he's had some at bats that are really clutch. And tonight with a 2-strike base hit to kind of break the ice and get us on the board was big, and then to get another 2-out hit, he's fun. I could sit here all night and keep talking about him if you want.
Well, my last question is, you mentioned Mason and his start, and then obviously Gray had that big throw at the end of the 5th. What did it mean to get him into the dugout with no runs allowed?
No, it was huge. I mean, that's a momentum thing. So when they go to replay that and he's safe, now all of a sudden, even though we're up, the momentum kind of gets in their dugout. And, then the flip side of that is it really stayed in ours and allowed him to kind of, get out of there and say, okay, you know what, I've done my job. And we kept his pitch count down. He's coming off Tommy John. So we got to be careful there with that and not, try to overuse him as much as we want to send him back out there. It's too early in the year. So I really thought if I could have drawn up Mason Hand's first start, this is what it would have been like, just because he pitched so well in the preseason and he's worked his tail off, and Matt Williams has done a fantastic job with him with his analytics and his metrics and what plays and how it plays off of the ball plays off of each other. He's able to pitch up in the zone some things that are really encouraging for us to have a midweek starter like that. You got to have that to be able to get in the postseason.